So this is lunch, and it's leftovers from last night's dinner. Black beans and some mackerel. And this is a longevity spinach stem because I just wanted to see what cooking them tastes like, or what the texture did to when you cook it. And it's about as stringy as it looks. So what I would do next time, if I want to just not waste the stem, and it's so little, you could just chunk them, or do what I was doing before, which is eating them raw. But what I learned from last night's experience of putting them if I want to put them in something, I'm gonna want to put them in something raw, because they're fresh and crunchy raw still. But oh, that's my broccoli. You guys know I eat the broccoli stalks. I use the stalks instead of celery. I'm not a celery person, but anyway. Yeah, for my black beans, I had other vegetables, and I also squeezed in some lime juice, because I remember about 5 years ago in Bennigan's, because that's how long it's been since we've been to Bennigan's. But in Bennigan's, they had some black beans, and they were so good, and you could taste the lime juice in them. So I duplicated it. I guess I won't be wasting a plate. I'm preparing to go into the building for a privilege trip. But what had happened was, so I had to wait till after the holidays to get birthday presents for my birthmas people out here in these streets. Then what had happened was, I came out to get the sales, but the sales must have had just went right immediately after the holidays, because it's a week later and the sales were not impressive. And then in addition to that, had seen some more stuff when I was looking at other stuff. And so now the bank is a little more deficient than I had planned. And I don't want Mr. to murk me, okay, but he just might. Actually, when it's all said and done, he might not, because I'm not the spender that most wives are. So he lucked out in that department. However, I have family that I love and who loves me without revision, who took second fiddle to people who hold material things really important. So I want to show my people a little material love right now. So I did. I got a family too, so bye, Felipe. I got a lot of stuff. And I actually have time to go home and package them all up and ship them all off in the mail today. But I'm not going to do it because I want to take my time and do it right. I want them to be all dainty and beautiful. And I want the kids to be excited for presents still be drizzling in even after. I want the birthday people to feel special and not like they just got shorted Christmas gifts because it was their birthday, Yeah, I have a mom, a sister, and a niece. One is New Year's Eve, one is New Year's Day, and one is the day after New Year's. So yeah, basically I'm not going to go home and package them up because I'm going to take my time. Plus I want to share with Mr. what I got. And I still have another sister for which I'm going to get an attaché case of sorts. Do they still call it that? So I'm going to go ahead and get this grocery trip out of the way, because the last time I went grocery shopping was 2 weeks ago. And although I did a bountiful grocery shopping trip at that point, we need yet another one, another bountiful one, not just the maintenance that you do in between with the little odds and ends and things that'll spoil in between, but I need to make a bountiful grocery shopping trip. And so I'm building up my tolerance right now while I just chat with you to be oppressed, because I've taken you into the grocery store with me before, and you know that they like to bogart the aisles, you know, they like to take ownership of all time and space, and we have to accommodate them lest we be murdered by law enforcement. I'm finna come in there, don't start none, won't be none. That's an older couple too. They'll put multiple bullets in me for them. And I don't even want to think about all the stuff that I have piled up to do at home. But alas, it does not matter, because I'm taking care of business 2016. So get ready, because here I come, bitch. Here I come. When I tell you that everybody was in that store, everybody and their mamas, sisters, uncles, nephews, brothers, child's baby daddies, in-laws, and them was in there. It was daytime when I walked in there. You know, when you get to the register and they ask you if you found everything okay. I was like, I'm gonna see how interested they are in whether I found everything okay or not. So I politely said no. So the cashier was like, what did you need? And I told her. And when I tell you that chick got on her little headpiece and made the phone call, girl, you're gonna be manager when you grow up. I appreciated that, because I most certainly figured that's some stuff that people are trained to ask you without a real concern about whether you actually found everything you were looking for. If you were indeed looking for anything in particular. I guess I'll fill up tomorrow when I send off my gifts. Oh, I am currently regretting walking back in the house to a big mess, but that's okay, because this will be the first full week back to work for everyone.